Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to unravel here, so sit back, grab your popcorn, grab your large drink, and let's get into what is essentially going to be the greatest month in Pokemon Go history. Let's get into it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz. Hope you are having a fantastic day, because I am, because the month of March is going to be the greatest month in Pokemon Go history. Yes, I said it. We are going to go over all of it. So, starting March 1st, from June 1st, is the Season of Alola. Instance effectiveness has been increased while moving. Instance will last for 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half. That's very nice. Increased damage for Pokemon participating in raids remotely. That's staying. Guaranteed gifts for Pokestop spins. And up to free daily raid passes, or 2 free daily raid passes from gyms. We also have special research, it looks like, that's going to be coming. That's going to be pretty fun. Comfey is going to be a new exclusive regional Pokemon only in Hawaii. Fun thing is, I'm going to be in Hawaii starting Wednesday. How exciting is that? So I'm going to be able to get the new regional exclusive Pokemon literally almost immediately upon release. I'm going to farm the crap out of that thing. I am so ecstatic. And also another chance to get Shiny Corsola as well, because I did not grab one. So one thing that's really interesting, and I don't know how Niantic's going to do this, but they've probably been gathering a lot more data within the maps of how they can specify spawns depending on your region, where you are. So cities, this is what you'll see. Obviously, there's going to be more. Jolteon's actually really cool that's going to be boosted in the wild. Forest, there's that elusive shiny freaking Paris that I need. Look, for the first time ever, Rufflet is going to be spawning, and then Yangoose, I think I'm saying its name correctly, is going to be in the wild, and it's our first new shiny from Gen 7. Very exciting stuff. And then in the mountains, one of the rarest Pokemon in the entire game to catch and to evolve is Archon. It is going to be spawning. Is it going to be rare? Probably, but it's going to be there. And Flareon, that's a really cool thing to see as well. Also, if you haven't been able to tell, this is going to be your chance to get your shiny Alolan Pokemon if you haven't done so already. Now, Beaches and Waters, Staryu, that's a really hard Gen 1 evolution to get shiny. That's awesome. Vaporeon, again, continuing the trend. Tortuga, one of the other rarest Pokemon to catch in the wild in the entire game, and more. So that's good. And Frillish, too. That's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, this is a very nice change of pace, and it looks like you can actually narrow down what kind of Pokemon you're going to see depending on your area. How well will this work? Remains to be seen. We're going to have to test this out ourselves in our local areas and kind of see how this works. Obviously, because of the new season, the hemisphere spawns kind of flip around and change, and what you would see normally on the ground is going to alter depending on where you are. Northern hemisphere you can see, and then southern hemisphere as well. I think the southern hemisphere is getting the better spawns. Seawaddle's cool. Don't ask me why. It's cool, okay? Beldum, pretty cool. Nincada, still a rare shiny. But hey, we get Bagon, so we can farm that. Pretty cool. Pokemon that'll be hatching from eggs this season. The egg pools are actually fantastic. So obviously the new Pokemon, some of them will be hatching in 2-kilometer eggs, 5-kilometer eggs, even more new Pokemon, with Tyrogue now being shiny and Bonsly. Of course, I know a lot of you guys need that too. 10-kilometer eggs are looking very promising. Rockruff, new and can be shiny as well. So that's our second new shiny in Gen 7. The new, I think it's Jangamo-O is its name. Mindfu, good to see in eggs, still need a really good one. Axew's obviously always going to be there. Esper now has a shiny chance, and Noibat is always a good spawn as well, or hatch, excuse me. 5-kilometer eggs for Venture Seek. Tried to get that shiny Shieldon and Cranidos. Happy's thrown in there. Some new additions is Munchlax, Phantump, and Dedenne. And then the 10-kilometer Adventure Sync has Gumi, obviously shiny chance for Dino. Then Riolu. These are kind of iffy. I'm curious to see what the 7-kilometer egg pull change is going to be, because it's going to change depending on the event. So I think that's why they didn't list any at this moment in time. Alolan themed avatar items in the community day. So let's go ahead and go into the next form of information here. Now, we get to see what kind of raids are coming. Legendary raids. Tapu Koko is going to be going for the first half of March, and then shiny chance for the Therian form of Tornadus. So that's pretty cool. I think that's the first time we're actually getting that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first time we're getting Therian form Tornadus. So that's pretty cool, because if I remember correctly, the other forms have been released. I could be completely wrong with that. Definitely call me out on that. But still, regardless, I'm pretty sure this is new. The research breakthrough encounter is Alolan Vulpix. That's pretty good. The 1-coin bundles are still coming every week. That should be permanent. That should be permanent. Forever. It should just be permanent forever. Mega Raids. The only one probably worth farming is Lopunny, because I'm sure you guys have plenty of Venusaur and Charizard energy. If you don't, this is your chance. But honestly, guys, tip here, big tip. If you already Mega Evolved one of these, walk that Pokemon and you'll get a ton of energy just for walking it. So that's the hack that you should be doing. We will go over the community day here pretty soon, so just sit tight. There are raid hours, so Tapu Koko is going to have 2 raid hours, and obviously, as you can see, March 23rd and 30th is probably going to be a new Therian form, I would assume, for shinies. We'll have to see. The Spotlight hours are actually really good. Sudowoodo, here is your chance to get a shiny Sudowoodo if you haven't. I probably will try to get a second one just because. Paris, this is the most important one. There's that elusive little friggin' dude, okay? Like, I'm going to go freaking banana peels trying to catch this thing in an hour. It's going to suck. It's going to be super just terrifying if I don't get one. But these are pretty good overall. Shiny Cubone's cool. Execute. These are actually really good, even if you have those shinies already. They're pretty good. Obviously, here are the events from the 1st and 9th. Obviously, the introduction to Alola. And then Festival Colors we don't know much of. And Lush Jungle we don't know much of. Here is the Community Day. One of the reasons why March is one of the best months in Pokemon Go history, because this Community Day is fantastic. Now, I'm a little bit biased on Sandslash, but this is sweet, and this is something that I've been looking forward to. First of all, quarter egg hatch distance. That's huge. We just had that with the Johto Tour. I hatched a ton of Pokemon. Absolutely fantastic. If you want to hatch eggs, I'm not going to condone hatching eggs during this event as opposed to Johto Tour with the increased shiny rates, but if you want to, go for it. The reason why I say that is now that we have new Pokemon, you could try to hatch those, some Gen 7 Pokemon and try to get good IVs, farm candy, farm XLs. So that's the best way you can look at this, is hatching eggs for the new Pokemon to get good IVs, farm candies, farm XLs. Just said it again. That's probably the only important thing you can take out of the egg hatch distance. Now, another thing is the moves that these Pokemon get. Night Slash for regular Sandslash is huge. You couple that with Bulldoze and Mudshot, oh my gosh, it actually just became a monster. And then Alolan Sandslash has actually already been a monster. You couple it with Shadow Claw, and that's fantastic. So, both these Pokemon just got a really good buff for PvP. Now, obviously, the shinies are some of the best in the game, too. Sandshrew going into Sandslash, the regular form, and then the Alolan form. I still need this, so that's kind of why I'm excited, too. I'm sure a lot of you guys do, too. So this is going to be a fantastic shiny to get as well. Community Day Bundle is never worth it, ever in its entire career of its entire existence. I do recommend buying the dollar research always, because it's $1, let's be honest. 30 Ultra Balls, nice. And remember, if you Mega Evolve one of these 2 Pokemon, you'll get extra candy when catching Sandshrew. So yeah, this is going to be a fantastic one. This is going to be a fun one. For the majority of people, I would say this is a new shiny Community Day, something that we always wanted. Now, last thing is just kind of going over the Pokemon, the new Pokemon that are going to be coming out. So these are all the new Gen 7 Pokemon coming out, and then also some of the raids. This is what's dropping. Well, it's already dropped, but this is what's dropping here really soon, and what you can expect to see. Of course, Shiny Rockruff, awesome. Notice it's not in the wild, so it looks like this one's going to be raid locked. We'll have to see. Obviously, those rates are going to be pretty bad, but good luck for the shiny hunt on Young Goose. Good luck on that. Now, let's go into the new Pokemon that are coming out. So here's Decidueye. Decidueye is a grass ghost type. Here are its stats. The stats are actually pretty well rounded for a Pokemon like this. It could definitely be good in Ultra League. I wouldn't necessarily say Master League. Maybe Master League Premier if you were to max it out. But we're going to go over the moves, and you're going to see why it's actually not that great of a Pokemon. But let's go over all the new Pokemon first, and then we'll dive into the moves. So stay tuned for that. Incineroar, kind of the same treatment as Decidueye, except its stamina And its defense is, its stamina is substantially better, but its defense is actually pretty similar too. This is a really good Pokemon. Fire Dark type, just like Houndoom. I'm a Incineroar fan. This is who I picked. Very good stats, very good Pokemon. Primarina, stats are even better. It actually has the highest attack stat of the two, which is kind of interesting to me. And it also has the highest defense stat out of the two, which is interesting to me, but doesn't have the highest stamina. But it is a water fairy type, which is a pretty big deal. Fairies still lack, they still lack a good quick move though, so keep that in mind. Toucannon! This is actually a really cool Pokemon. Its attack stat is pretty solid at 222. Defense, but the stamina makes up for it. 190 is nothing to scoff at. Not bad at all. So definitely looking forward to that Pokemon. Gumshoos, or people like to call him Donald Trump. This Pokemon can actually be really good in Ultra League, to be honest. Like, you max this out completely to level 100, it might be good. We'll have to look at the moves to see if that's the case. Midnight Lycanroc, so that's like the other form. Pure Rock type, looking pretty good. Stats aren't too bad. Could be a really good rock attacker in raids, that's for sure. And then here's normal Lycanroc. Kind of the same difference. This one's more tanky than this one, but this one does more damage. This is regular Lycanroc. So, again, probably pretty decent to put on your rock team if you're building one. Now here is the region exclusive Comfey. I'm actually really excited for Comfey. If I get 100% and max it out, it could actually be really good in the Ultra League, because it is a straight fairy. It is only weak to steel and poison, and not very many people use steel quick moves in Ultra League, period. So this could be a pretty good Pokemon. We'll just have to look at the moves. And finally, Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko has some pretty good stats. The attack stat is through the roof. Stamina and defense I wish were a little bit higher, but they're okay. They're not low, but they're not high. They're kind of mediocre, because it could still take a lot of damage in the Master League. So then finally, let's go over the moves for these Pokemon to find out if they're actually any good. So if we look at Decidueye, Astonish and Razor Leaf with charge moves Shadow Sneak, Energy Ball, and Brave Bird. It's not going to be good for anything. I wouldn't even put it on your grass team, to be honest, because it lacks that stamina and defense. The attack stat's 210, but there's a lot of better grass types out there that have better moves as well. So this is kind of upsetting, to be honest with you. Now if we look at Incineroar, Snarl and Fire Fang, okay, pretty good. Fire Blast, Flame Charge, and Dark Pulse. Now remember, Flame Charge does buff your attack stat by a stage. So Snarl with Flame Charge and Dark Pulse is going to make Incineroar actually viable in PvP. And also, you could give it Snarl and Dark Pulse and make it a Dark type attacker on your raid team if you so desire. Now obviously, this Pokemon is going to get a lot better when it gets Blast Burn with Snarl. That's going to be busted. So, and obviously Decidueye, even with its exclusive move, it's not going to do any better because its quick moves are bad. So now we move into Primarina, Charm, and Waterfalls. Now this is what's going to be interesting. Psychic Hydro Pump Moonblast, it's okay in Master League. You're basically just doing charm damage as opposed to charge move damage, because that's basically what all Togekiss does, and it does it pretty well. I'm not sure if this really falls into anything. As far as a water attacker, there are quite a few better options as well. Waterfall and Hydro Pump isn't bad, but once it gets Waterfall and Hydro Cannon, we might be talking a little bit different. We can definitely do some comparisons in the future. But Primarina, I don't know. People are talking about PvP. I don't know. I'm not on board. Let's just put it that way. Now, Toucannon, Peck, Rock Smash, Bullet Seed. You combine Peck with Drill Peck, and you've got probably a pretty good flying attacker. 222 attack stat's pretty good. There's not a lot of good flying attack Pokemon. You got Rayquaza with its flying moves. You've got Moltres, Lugia, Staraptor, I guess you could throw in there. Flying's kind of suffering from good attackers, so you could build a Toucannon. I wouldn't be mad about it at all. Gumshoos! Takedown, Bite, Hyper Fang, Crunch, Rock Tomb. So its charge moves are fantastic, its fast moves are crap. So for it to be good in PvP, it's not going to happen, unfortunately, unless it gets a better fast move. Lycanroc, Sucker Punch, Rock Throw, Stone Edge, Drill Run, Crunch. I don't think it's going to be that good in PvP, but it does have some decent moves to make it a good rock attacker. And then if we look at the Midnight form, Counter Rock Throw, Stone Edge, Psychic Fangs, and Crunch. Now, counter with Psychic Fangs and Crunch actually could give it viability in the Ultra League. I could see it being pretty good. Because counter's a fantastic move. Psychic Fangs gives it a pretty niche coverage. And Crunch obviously covers a lot of Pokemon like Cresselia. It covers Giratina and Pokemon like that if you use it in open Ultra. Here's Comfey, Vine Whip Hidden Power with Petal Blizzard, Grass Knot, and Draining Kiss. So Vine Whip with Grass Knot and Draining Kiss, it's kind of busted. I think it actually has a place in Ultra League, but it has to be maxed out. Its defense is really good, but its stamina is very lacking. The attack stat is not that great, but it really can pressure some Pokemon. Draining Kiss being a very quick charge move that you can charge up with Vine Whip. And the fact that it's a fairy move, which is pretty good in the Ultra League against a lot of Pokemon, being able to spam that against, if you're in a favorable condition, is going to put your opponent in a pretty tough spot. So I'm curious to see how good Comfey would be. You would have to build a pretty good team around it. Like Gengar would probably be a good one because you want to try to offset maybe some poison types. So we'll have to see. I'm excited for that one though. Komao. For some reason, I don't know why it wasn't in the pictures that we were talking about, but they didn't say it was going to be released, but these stats were in the game file anyway. Komao, it's a Dragon type. Poison Jab, Dragon Tail, that's good. Dragon Claw, Close Combat, Flamethrower. So Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail combo, it's okay. Its stats are interesting. So the HP is not bad. The attack is kind of low for a Dragon type, but its defense is really high. So I'm not really 100% sure where this ranks upon the best Dragon attackers, but it's certainly not the best. There's a lot of Pokemon above it, like Salamence, Dragonite, and obviously Rayquaza. So, and it's already at least a minimum top 4. And then Tapu Koko, Volt Switch, Quick Attack, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Brave Bird, and Thunder. Volt Switch with Thunderbolt and Dazzling Gleam? I don't know how good this is going to be in Master League, if at all. Volt Switch with Thunderbolt and Raids? I mean, that'd be a viable electric attacker because 250 attack stat is literally nothing to scoff at all. That's pretty high. It'd be a raid attacker, but I don't know about PvP because give it Brave Bird too. I don't know. So as you can see, it's actually a little underwhelming for the most part, but catching these Pokemon and farming the candies, remember, a Pokemon is always one move away from being viable in PvP or in PvE raids. So let me know what you guys think about the new Pokemon and the events in the comment section down below. I think this is fantastic. There's so much to do. There's so much things to be hyped for. This is a really good month, and there's more coming. We don't even have all the full details. We have a ton of special research, a ton of rewards. Go Battle League is a new season is going to be starting. We're going to talk about that in a separate video. About like how there's no algorithm confirmed. Stay tuned for that because that's going to be a full analysis video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to shoot it in Hawaii or not because I'm going to be gone for about a week and a half, but I'm definitely going to be getting some Hawaii footage and some in-game footage capturing the game. So we'll have, for the first time in a long time, some actual vlogs of Hawaii and me playing Pokemon Go. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Smash that like button. Again, comment in the comment section down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be part of the Fitz City fam. That's it, the way Fitz City. I'm signing off. I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.